welcome to Lazy People Productions 99.98 FM. Today we've got a great show lined up for you guys. We're going to be talking about gun crime and violence in London. I personally think that, all of this gun crime violence is out of hand. So many kids and children out there that are younger and they carry knives and guns around with them, thinking, yeah, they look cool, they're cool, but they're really not.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The reason why they're acting so cool, is because all of this stuff that they see on TV, people like Tupac, because of how he used to be, they think of him as a thug. They don't know that all of this music and all of this, hip-hop and all that is just fake. They're just entertaining them lot. And the thing is, the music people have got a big part to play in this, because all they talk about is pimps, guns, stuff like that. They don't talk about nothing influential. I see some artists now who actually are trying to make the younger generation actually understand what music actually means. It's not all about, rapping and, battling.
Well, we've got an interview from a guy called Clifford, and he's given his views about what he thinks of gun violence and gun crime.
My name is Cliff. I live in Camberwell, in London. The thing that shocks me is how young these kids are that are killing each other, going around with guns. And I want to know where and who are responsible for supplying these kids with these guns and ammunition. Because at that age, I find it very difficult to come to terms with that. I came to this country from a young youth, and we never had anything like this. And it frightens me. Who's supplying these kids with these guns? I think that's the main issue, to find out where they're coming from. It's not good just picking on these kids, because they're not manufacturing these guns. They are coming from somewhere, and I strongly believe that adults are behind the supplying of these arms.
Why do you think all this violence started here in London? It never used to be like this.
It has become a bit of a tribal thing in London now, right? You can't come from SC5 into SC6 or SW9, SW8, and I think that's ridiculous. This is a free country. And these kids who are keeping up this kind of nonsense, they need to sit down and really think about what they're doing. It all depends on how you behave when you're out on the street.
That guy seems very concerned about his community, don't you think?
Yeah, he did.
He feels very strongly that there needs to be change within his community.
I don't see the government doing anything about gun crime, violence. They need to do something. They need to take appropriate action.
All this gun violence is actually scaring a lot of people within the community.
They
don't actually want this. No one would like to have someone around the corner being killed.
People are scared, So just sometimes walk out into the streets, as soon as it gets 5 o'clock, now that it gets dark, people are scared and they just want to come home quickly.
I have a guy called the Teary-Eyed Kid on the line. He's a music artist as well as a youth worker.
Music was my first point of access into youth work. Through youth work, I got into music. And now through youth work, I'm trying to get young people into music. Music was one of the things that kept me away from trouble. I work with groups of up to 30 at times.
Okay.
I'm in contact with over 100 young people. I think youth workers play a very positive part in young people's lives. I think they keep them off the streets. I think they give them ambitions, motivation, and means to succeed. A lot of young people don't have the right means to do what they want to do, and youth clubs and youth work organisations help them to achieve those goals.
You have a lot of positive points on a track called So Many. What influenced you to make that track?
As a young person, I was quite a troublesome youngster, and through youth work, through my studio at my youth club, I made that track, and I did it just as a way to keep out off the streets, and I think it was a street and everything around me that influenced me to make that track. It's my way of putting something positive back into the world. When I was quite young, getting into the music, I was obviously one of them young people that used to MC about guns and violence and girls and sex and drugs.
Yeah. That
is not my motive at the moment. I'd like to put out positive music and send out a message. The positive work that I do, but I think I've got something different to bring to the game.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks a lot, Alim. Here's the Teary-Eyed Kid. You can find him on myspace.com/the Teary-Eyed Kid. Well, we'll finish off today by ending with a track called So Many, made by the Teary Eyed Kid. Well, you were listening to Lazy People 99.98 FM. Here it is.
Yo, aye. It's DJ Arms. Yo, aye, yeah. This is a story about a team, young Millie Machine. Got these stories about warfare, lifestyle you can only dream. Serving the fiends, success by any means as he travels through life motivated by greed. This is a story about a team, young Millie Machine. Got these stories about warfare, lifestyle you can only dream. Serving the fiends, success by any means.